Hello, my dear bachcho. A very, very warm welcome to all of you.
So, exams are just around the corner, huh? And I know, sometimes poetry can feel a little tricky, right? You get that little feeling of tension in your stomach. Ugh, I completely get it.
But listen, you don't have to worry one bit, not when your favorite tutor is here. And trust me, by the time we're done here, you are going to master this beautiful poem, A Thing of Beauty, in just a few minutes. Ready? Let's do this together. Okay, so first things first, the poet is the famous John Keats. And the main idea, the whole point of this poem, is actually so simple. He's just saying that when you see something beautiful, it gives you a kind of happiness that never, ever goes away. It just sticks with you. Simple, isn't it? Now let's get into the very first line of the poem. You know it's the most famous line, and really, it has the whole summary of the poem right there. So pay close attention. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. What a line. So what does it really mean? It means that feeling you get from something beautiful, like a gorgeous sunset or maybe your favorite song, that joy doesn't just disappear. In fact, its loveliness only grows with time. Keats says its beauty will never pass into nothingness. Basically, it will never become zero. Instead, that beautiful memory becomes like a bower quiet for us. Think of a bower as a peaceful, shady spot under a tree. A place where you can have a nice sleep, with sweet dreams, good health, and just calm, quiet breathing. So you see, beauty isn't just about looking nice. This is the really important part. The poet says it actually helps us heal. It helps us deal with all the sad stuff in our lives. Let's see how. I mean, let's be real, life can be tough. We all have gloomy days, right? We have disappointments, and sometimes it feels like there just aren't enough good, noble people around. But Keats says even with all of this sadness, some shape of beauty comes and it moves away the pall from our dark spirits. A pall is like a heavy, dark cloth. So beauty literally lifts that heavy curtain of sadness from our hearts. And that's why, the poet says, every single morning we are wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth. What a beautiful thought. This flowery band is just a metaphor for all the beautiful memories that connect us to life, that give us a reason to wake up and keep going, no matter what. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what are these things of beauty he's talking about? Are they some rare, expensive things? Nope, not at all. Let's take a look at the simple list Keats gives us. He talks about the most simple, everyday things. Things like the sun, the moon. Things we see all the time and maybe don't even notice. He's showing us that the best kind of beauty is right there, all around us in nature. Then he mentions trees, old and young, sprouting a shady boon for simple sheep. A boon is just another word for a blessing. So even a tree giving shade to some sheep, that's a thing of beauty. And of course, how can we forget flowers? He specifically talks about daffodils, just growing happily in the middle of a green field. Next up, he says clear rills. That's just a poetic way of saying small, clear streams. And in the hot weather, they create a cooling covert, or a cool, shady shelter. Such a lovely thought, right? And finally, from his nature list, he talks about the beautiful musk roses that bloom right in the middle of the forest. You see, beauty is everywhere. We just need to look. Now this is where it gets really interesting. Keats says that beauty isn't only in nature. It's also in the stories of our brave heroes. He calls it the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty dead. It sounds complicated, but all it means is the amazing, inspiring stories we tell about our great heroes and ancestors who died bravely. Their stories, their legends, are also a thing of beauty. Okay, let's get to the grand finale of the poem. The last two lines bring everything together in one powerful image. This is the main metaphor, so listen carefully, Beta. Keats writes that all these lovely things are like an endless fountain of immortal drink, pouring onto us from the heaven's brink. Wow! Immortal drink is like a divine nectar, like Amrit, that gives us life. So what he's saying is, God is pouring all this beauty down on us from heaven, and this beauty is what gives us the joy and the strength to live. All right, my dear children, revision complete. Now for the most important part to help you score full marks in your exam. Let's practice a couple of super important questions from this chapter. You ready? First question, why is grandeur associated with the mighty dead? Think about it for a second. We just talked about this. Grandeur means something magnificent.
and the mighty dead are our great heroes.
Okay, here's how you can write the perfect answer. First, explain who the mighty dead are, our inspiring ancestors and heroes. Second, explain why we associate grandeur with them, because we imagine glorious stories about their lives. Third, and this is the key point, state that these lovely stories inspire us and become a thing of beauty that gives us everlasting joy. Simple. See how the points connect? That's how you get full marks.
All right, next question. What image does the poet use to describe the beautiful bounty of the earth? Remember, bounty just means a generous gift. What was that final, powerful image of the poem? Exactly. You've got it. You start with the main image, the endless fountain of immortal drink. Now, to get those top marks, you must explain the metaphor. Say that this drink stands for all the beautiful things on earth. Then explain where it comes from heaven's brink, which means it's a gift from God. And finally, say what it does. It gives us life and joy forever. A little tip from me, always try to use the key phrases from the poem in your answer.
So there you have it. Beauty is all around us in the simplest things, and it gives us a joy that lasts forever. Before you go, just take 1 second and think, what's a thing of beauty in your life? Is it your pet? Is it a song you love? Is it the way the rain sounds? Whatever it is, hold on to that joy. You are all going to do wonderfully. All the very, very best for your exams.